Lily Foster stood on her front porch with a cup of coffee in her hand. It was a quiet morning on her farm in Montana. The sky was clear blue, and the wheat fields around her home moved gently in the breeze. It was a normal day. But that was about to change. The air suddenly felt strange. It became heavy and tingled against her skin. Lily looked up and saw something that made her drop her coffee mug. There was a hole in the sky. It looked like someone had torn the blue fabric of the morning and revealed a swirling mix of purple and blue light behind it. From this strange hole came a ship. It was unlike anything Lily had ever seen. The ship was silver and smooth. It had no sharp edges. Instead, it looked almost alive, with lines of bright blue light moving across its surface like veins. The ship was big, about the size of her barn, and it made no sound as it floated down to land in her wheat field. Lily stood, frozen. She thought about running back into her house to get her phone or maybe her grandfather's old shotgun, but curiosity kept her feet planted firmly on the porch steps. A part of the ship's side suddenly became liquid-like and opened up. A ramp formed from the same material and touched the ground. Lily held her breath. A figure stepped out of the ship. At first glance, it looked like a woman, but as the figure came closer, Lily could see that this was not a human woman. This was something else entirely. The visitor had the basic shape of a human female, but her skin shimmered like the inside of a seashell, changing color slightly as she moved. Her hair didn't hang down like normal hair. Instead, it floated around, her head as if she were underwater. Most striking of all were her eyes. She had 3 of them. They were large and had no whites. They were deep purple with specks of light that looked like distant stars. The alien woman walked with grace across the field. She wore something that looked like armor but moved like fabric. It was silver, like her ship, with the same veins of blue light running through it. "Lily Foster of Earth," the alien said. Her voice was musical but also deep, like chimes in a storm. "I am Princess Zara Kavash of the Celestial Hegemony." Lily's mouth fell open. The alien knew her name, and she spoke perfect English. "How do you know who I am?" Lily managed to ask. Princess Zara stopped a few feet from the porch. She was tall, at least 6.5 feet. "I know many things about you, Lily Foster. I know you are the last living descendant of Eleanor Foster. I know you live alone on this farm that has been in your family for generations. I know you wonder why you feel so different from others." Lily took a step back. "What do you want?" "My Mother Empress Talitha has sent me here for a very important reason," Princess Zara said. She raised one hand. Lily noticed the alien had 6 fingers instead of 5. "I have come to fulfill an ancient pact between our worlds." Before Lily could ask what that meant, more figures emerged from the ship. They looked similar to Princess Zara but wore more obvious armor. They carried objects that Lily instantly knew were weapons, though they looked nothing like Earth guns. They spread out in a protective formation around the ship. "What pact?" Lily asked, finding her voice again. "I don't know anything about a pact with aliens." Princess Zara's 3 eyes blinked in sequence, not all at once. "Of course you don't. Your governments have kept the truth hidden. In the year 2078, your great-grandmother Eleanor Foster was part of a team studying strange weather patterns in this very region. What they were really seeing was a scout ship from my world." Lily thought about the old journals in the attic. Her grandmother had always said that great-grandma Eleanor had been more than just a weather scientist. But Lily had assumed that was just family pride talking. "My grandmother's ship crashed," Princess Zara continued. "She was badly injured. Your great-grandmother found her and kept her hidden from the authorities. She nursed my grandmother back to health and helped her return to our people. In gratitude, my grandmother swore a blood oath. One day our royal line would join with the Foster line." "Join?" Lily repeated, not understanding. Princess Zara took another step forward. Her 3rd eye seemed to glow brighter. "I have come to marry you, Lily Foster, as was promised nearly 50 years ago." Lily nearly fell over. "Marry me? That's impossible. I don't even know you, and you're an alien," Princess Zara finished for her. "Yes, but our peoples are more compatible than you might think, and there is more at stake than just an old promise. The alien princess looked up at the sky. My mother's fleet waits beyond your moon. 17 warships, each capable of destroying one of your cities. They await my signal. Are you threatening Earth? Lily asked, anger replacing her shock. No, Princess Zara said softly. I am trying to save it. There are factions in my world who see Earth as a threat. They fear your kind will bring your violence to the stars when you eventually develop faster-than-light travel. The marriage union between our bloodlines would create a formal alliance. It would put Earth under the protection of the royal family. Lily's mind raced. This couldn't be real. Yet the alien ship sitting in her wheat field was definitely not something she had imagined. Why me? Lily asked. There must be better people to make an alliance with. Important people. For the first time, Princess Zara's face showed something, like a smile. The oath was specific. The bloodlines must join. And besides, Lily Foster, you are far more important than you realize. More aliens emerged from the ship. These ones didn't wear armor but carried strange objects. They began to set up what looked like equipment around the ship. You don't have to decide this moment, Princess Zara said. But know that I will not leave without an answer. And if that answer is no, I cannot guarantee what will happen next. Lily looked from the alien princess to the ship to the wheat fields beyond. Her quiet life on this farm suddenly seemed very far away. Whatever she decided, next would change not just her life but possibly the future of the entire human race. Word of the alien ship spread fast. By nightfall, Lily's farm was surrounded by military vehicles and government agents. They set up lights, barriers, and equipment all around the property. Soldiers with guns stood in positions facing the alien ship. Helicopters circled overhead. Lily sat in her kitchen with a woman who had introduced herself as General Olivia Winters. The general wore a uniform with many medals. Her gray hair was pulled back in a tight bun, and her face was serious. Miss Foster, I need you to tell me everything the alien said to you, General Winters said. She had a tablet in front of her, recording everything. Lily explained about Princess Zara, the story of her great-grandmother, and the marriage proposal. As she spoke, more government people came into her house. One was a woman with glasses and curly brown hair. This is Dr. Samantha Reed, General Winters said. She studies alien life and cultures. Xenoanthropologist. Dr. Reed corrected with a small smile. She sat down across from Lily. Miss Foster, what you've told us matches with classified files we have. Your great-grandmother Eleanor did indeed have contact with an alien visitor. In 2078. We've kept it secret all these years. Lily felt anger rise in her chest. You knew? My family had a right to know about this. National security, General Winters said simply. Now we need to focus on the current situation. The alien princess claims there's a fleet of warships waiting beyond the moon. Our space telescopes have confirmed this. 17 vessels each, one massive. Dr. Reed opened her own tablet and showed Lily images of large ships in space. They looked like bigger versions of the ship in her wheat field, with the same flowing lines and blue lights. The celestial hegemony controls 37 star systems, Dr. Reed explained. They're far more advanced than we are. Their society is led by women, with the Empress at the top. They take promises and oaths very seriously. If you refuse Princess Zara's proposal, their laws may require them to what? Lily asked. To attack, General Winters finished bluntly. Their culture is built around honor and keeping their word. A rejection could be seen as a grave insult. Lily stood up and walked to her kitchen window. She could see Princess Zara outside, examining Lily's flower garden with great interest. Despite the alien's strange appearance, there was something almost childlike in her curiosity. So I'm supposed to marry an alien to save the world? Lily asked. This is crazy. Dr. Reed adjusted her glasses. We're exploring all options, Miss Foster. The president has been briefed. For now, we need you to keep Princess Zara talking. Learn more about her and her people. Can you do that? Lily nodded slowly. She went outside, passing through checkpoints where soldiers watched her carefully. Princess Zara looked up as Lily approached. In the darkness, the alien's skin seemed to glow faintly. Your planet has such interesting plant life, Princess Zara said, touching a rose gently with her six-fingered hand. So many colors and shapes. We call these roses, Lily said. They're my favorite. Princess Zara's three eyes focused on Lily. The soldiers who have surrounded us, they fear me, don't. They? Can you blame them? You show up with talk of a space fleet and marriage proposals. It's a lot to take in. The alien princess nodded. I understand. Change is always frightening. I was frightened too, when my mother told me I would be coming to Earth to marry a human. This surprised Lily. You were scared? But you're a princess with advanced technology and warships. Title and technology don't prevent feelings, Princess Zara said. Among my people, marriages are usually arranged for political reasons. But we are taught to hope for more than just alliance. We hope for understanding, respect, perhaps even love eventually. She looked up at the night sky. I studied your culture extensively before coming here. Humans place great importance on choosing their own partners, on love before marriage. I knew my arrival would be shocking to you. Lily followed, her gaze to the stars. Somewhere up there, alien warships were waiting. It seemed impossible. Why did your grandmother come to Earth in the first place? Lily asked. Back in 2078? Princess Zara was quiet for a moment. We had detected your early space explorations. My grandmother was part of a scouting mission to learn more about humans. There was debate in the hegemony about whether to make official contact or to wait until your species was more unified and advanced. Inside the house, Lily could see government officials watching them through the windows. A woman she hadn't met before was standing next to General Winters. The new woman had short black hair and wore a dark suit. She was staring at Princess Zara with intense interest. Your people have many questions about me, Princess Zara observed, as I have about you. Later that night, after Princess Zara had returned to her ship, the woman in the dark suit approached Lily. She showed an ID card. Agent Diana Bell, Department of Special Affairs, she said. Miss Foster, I've been assigned as your primary contact during this situation. Agent Bell led Lily to a mobile command center they had set up in one of her barns. Inside were screens showing views of the alien ship from different angles. We've been analyzing their vessel, Agent Bell said. The technology is incredible. It could advance humanity by centuries if we could study it properly. Is that what this is about? Lily asked. You want me to marry her so you can get alien technology? Agent Bell's expression didn't change. The president wants you to consider accepting the proposal, at least temporarily. It would buy us time to understand what we're dealing with and potentially negotiate a different arrangement. Lily felt used. So I'm just a tool in all this? You're a vital diplomatic link, Agent Bell corrected. The fact that Princess Zara came to you specifically means you have leverage. We need you to use that leverage for humanity's benefit. As they talked, Agent Bell's phone made a noise. She checked it quickly, and Lily caught a glimpse of a man's face on the screen before Agent Bell turned it away. The man looked important, with gray hair and a stern expression. That night, Lily couldn't sleep. She sat on her porch looking at the alien ship glowing softly in her wheat field. To her surprise, Princess Zara emerged and walked toward her. May I join you? The alien princess asked. Lily nodded, and Princess Zara sat beside her on the porch steps. The alien produced a small device from her clothing. When she activated it, a three-dimensional image appeared in the air between them. It showed beautiful cities made of crystal, floating among clouds. People of different shapes and colors moved through these cities. My homeworld, Princess Zara explained. We live on the moons of a gas giant, much larger than your Jupiter. Lily watched in amazement as the images changed, showing more of the alien civilization. It's beautiful, she said honestly. The hegemony was born from the ashes of terrible wars, Princess Zara said quietly. Like humans, we once fought among ourselves. We nearly destroyed everything. From that near extinction, we learned to value diversity and cooperation. She turned her three eyes to Lily. That is why we seek alliance with humanity. Your species has great potential. You are adaptable, creative in ways my people sometimes are not. These qualities are rare and precious in the galaxy. But you are also dangerous to yourselves and potentially to others. Lily felt a chill. Is that a threat? No, Princess Zara said gently. It is concern. From one who hopes to become family. Far away from Lily's farm, in a secret underground facility, Senator Vincent Crawford watched the live feed from surveillance cameras pointed at the alien ship. The room was filled with screens and important-looking people in suits and military uniforms. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for, Senator Crawford said to the group. An advanced alien vessel, right here on American soil. A man in a lab coat nodded eagerly. The technology in that ship could put us decades ahead of our rivals. If we can get access to it, we will, Senator Crawford assured him. Project Ascension is ready. We've prepared for this moment for years. What Lily and the regular military didn't know was that a special group called the Terran Dominion existed within the government. This secret organization had been preparing for alien contact for decades. But they weren't interested in making friends. They wanted to take alien technology to make sure humans would be the strongest species in space. Back at the farm, the morning sun was rising. Lily had finally fallen asleep on her couch. She woke up to find Agent Bell standing over her. Miss Foster, we need you to try something, Agent Bell said. Princess Zara has agreed to show you inside her ship. We want you to wear this. She handed Lily what looked like a normal necklace. It has a camera and microphone. We need to see what's in there. Lily took the necklace but felt uncomfortable. Isn't this dishonest? If we want to build trust. This isn't about trust, Agent Bell cut her off. This is about national security. Put it on. Reluctantly, Lily put on the necklace. She walked out to the alien ship where Princess Zara was waiting. The alien princess wore different clothing today. It was less like armor and more like a flowing robe with the same moving patterns of light. I thought you might want to see how I live, Princess Zara said. It might help you understand me better. Lily followed her up the ramp and into the ship. Inside it was nothing like human spaceships from movies. There were no hard metal walls or blinking control panels. Instead, everything was smooth and organic. The walls seemed alive, pulsing gently with light. The floor was soft but firm under her feet. This is amazing, Lily said, genuinely impressed. The ship is partially grown, not just built, Princess Zara explained. It is alive in some ways, like a coral reef. It responds to our needs and helps maintain itself. She led Lily through curved hallways into a large room. In the center was a pool of what looked like liquid silver. Around it were the strange fruits and plants from Princess Zara's world. My living quarters, the princess said. Not so different from your own home in purpose if not in appearance. Lily touched one of the walls gently. It felt warm, almost like skin. You said your people learned from their wars. What happened? Princess Zara's 3 eyes seemed to darken. Our history is not unlike yours. Different groups fought for resources, for power, for beliefs. But our weapons were more advanced. We nearly destroyed our whole civilization. She waved a 6-fingered hand and images appeared on one wall, showing destroyed cities and barren landscapes. From that near extinction came the hegemony, a union of all surviving peoples led by those who valued life above power. My ancestors. Lily noticed a room off to the side. Inside were glowing containers and strange devices. What's in there? She asked. Princess Zara hesitated. That is the ship's archive. It contains our history, science, and cultural records. Some of it also contains security protocols and biological samples. It is sensitive. Biological samples? Lily asked. Like what? Various life forms from our world and others we have encountered, Princess Zara said. Nothing dangerous, but they require specific containment. The archives are a standard feature on diplomatic vessels. Through her earpiece, hidden by her hair, Lily could hear Agent Bell's voice. Try to get closer to those containers. We need better images. Lily ignored the instruction. She felt increasingly uncomfortable with spying. Instead, she asked, "What happens if I say yes to your proposal? What would our life be like?" Princess A. Zara seemed surprised by the question. "You would have choices. You could come to my world where you would be welcomed as royal consort. Or I could stay here as ambassador to Earth. Or we could travel between both worlds. And if I say no?" The princess's third eye blinked slowly. "Then I must return home and report failure. What happens after that would not be my decision. There are protocols for rejected diplomatic unions." "You mean war?" Lily said bluntly. "Not necessarily, but certainly not friendship or alliance." Later, back in her house, Lily removed the necklace camera and handed it to Agent Bell. "I'm not doing that again," she said firmly. "It feels wrong." "Agent," Bell took the device. "You did well. Our scientists are already analyzing what we could see of their technology." Lily noticed Agent Bell's phone light up again. The same man's face appeared briefly before she answered it and stepped outside to talk. Curious, Lily followed quietly and listened at the window. "Yes, Senator Crawford, I understand," Agent Bell was saying. "The team is ready. We've identified the most valuable target, some kind of archive room with biological samples and data storage. Once we have those, we can work backwards to understand their technology." Lily felt a chill. They were planning to steal from Princess Zara's ship. That evening, Princess Zara found Lily in her garden. The alien princess seemed to genuinely enjoy earth plants. "These grow from tiny seeds?" she asked, touching a sunflower with wonder. "On my world, most plants grow from spores or divide from parent plants." Lily nodded, but her mind was elsewhere. Should she warn Princess Zara about what she had overheard? Would that be betraying her own people? Or was keeping quiet betraying a trust that Princess Zara was trying to build? "Something troubles you," Princess Zara observed. Her middle eye seemed to look deeper than the other two. "I'm just trying to understand all this," Lily said carefully. "Why would your mother send you so far away to marry a stranger? A human. Stranger, at that?" Princess Zara was quiet for a moment. "My mother is the Empress. Her decisions are always about more than personal feelings. But she also knew my grandmother's stories about Earth, about your great-grandmother Eleanor. Perhaps she saw a chance for both political advantage and something more personal." "What do you mean?" "Among my people, certain energies or auras are visible to our middle eye. Yours is unusual, very bright, similar to my own in many ways. Such compatibility is rare, even among our own kind." Lily remembered how Princess Zara had mentioned this before. "So you're saying we're compatible, like spiritually or something?" "Perhaps that is one way to describe it," Princess Zara said. "I believe my mother saw this potential when she chose me for this mission." As they talked, Lily noticed more military vehicles arriving. Men and women in specialized black uniforms were gathering near the command center. They carried equipment she hadn't seen before. Something was happening, something bad. Princess Zara noticed her distraction and followed her gaze. "Your military is increasing its presence. Have they made a decision about our proposal?" Lily made up her mind. "Princess Zara, I think you should know." Before she could finish, General Winters approached them. "Miss Foster, we need you inside. Security protocol." She led Lily away from Princess Zara and into the house. Through the window, Lily could see Princess Zara watching them with all three eyes narrowed in suspicion. "What's going on?" Lily demanded. Once they were inside, General Winters looked uncomfortable. "Orders from above. Senator Crawford's team is taking over the operation. They have authorization to secure samples of alien technology." "You mean steal it?" Lily said angrily. "Do you know what could happen if you provoke them? They have warships orbiting Earth." "I don't like it either," General Winters admitted, quietly. "But my hands are tied. The operation begins at dawn." Lily couldn't sleep. She paced her bedroom, looking out the window at the alien ship glowing softly in the darkness. Armed soldiers were everywhere now. The special team in black uniforms was setting up equipment around the perimeter of her property. She had to do something. Princess Zara had come in peace following an ancient promise, and now humans were planning to attack her and steal her technology. If that happened, the alien fleet might attack Earth in response. Lily waited until the guard outside her bedroom door changed shifts. Then she quietly opened her window and climbed out. She knew her farm better than anyone, including all the hidden paths through the wheat fields. She made her way carefully toward Princess Zara's ship. Twice she had to freeze and hide as patrols passed by. Finally, she reached the edge of the clearing where the ship sat. "Princess Zara," she called, in a loud whisper. "It's Lily, I need to talk to you." For a moment nothing happened. Then a section of the ship's hull rippled and opened. Princess Zara stood in the doorway, her 3 eyes glowing in the darkness. "Lily Foster? Why are you here so late? You're in danger," Lily said quickly. "Some people in our government are planning to attack your ship at dawn. They want to steal your technology, especially the archives you showed me." Princess Zara's expression changed. Her alien features were hard to read, but Lily thought she saw both concern and disappointment. "Come inside," the princess said. "It isn't safe to talk here." Lily followed her into the ship. Inside, the alien guards looked at her with suspicion, their strange weapons held ready. "She is not a threat," Princess Zara told them in a musical language Lily didn't understand. The guards lowered their weapons but continued to watch her. Princess Zara led Lily to a room with a curved table that seemed to grow out of the floor. "Tell me everything you know about this planned attack." Lily explained what she had overheard, Senator Crawford's plan to take the archives, the special team that had arrived, and how they planned to move at dawn. "I believe you," Princess Zara said when Lily finished. "But why are you warning me? This could be seen as betraying your own people." "Because it's wrong," Lily said simply. "You came here following a promise. You've been honest with me, and I don't want a war between our worlds." Princess Zara touched a panel on the table. Images appeared in the air above it. The alien fleet, positioned around Earth's moon. The ships were huge and clearly built for war. "If your military attacks my ship, the automated defense systems will send an alarm to the fleet. My mother will have no choice but to respond with force. It is our protocol for diplomatic missions." "Then we have to stop it," Lily said desperately. "Can you leave? Take off before they attack?" Princess Zara shook her head. "The ship needs time to prepare for departure, and leaving without completing my mission would still be seen as a diplomatic failure. The result would be the same." "Then what can we do?" Princess Zara's third eye fixed on Lily. "There is one option. If you formally accept my proposal, even temporarily, it would activate diplomatic protection protocols. Any attack would then be legally considered an act of war against a joint house. It would give us more options for response than just military action." Lily took a deep breath. "So I would have to marry you? By my people's laws, yes. Though your world might not recognize it." Outside, they heard vehicles moving. The attack might come sooner than dawn. "We don't have much time," Princess Zara said. "What is your answer, Lily Foster?" Before Lily could respond, alarms began to sound. One of the alien guards rushed in, speaking rapidly in their language. Princess Zara's face hardened. "They have disabled our external sensors with some kind of energy pulse," she translated for Lily. "They are moving in now." A loud explosion shook the ship. The lights flickered. "EMP weapons," Princess Zara said grimly. "Designed to disable our systems. Clever." She grabbed Lily's hand. "Come, we must get to the core chamber. It's the most protected part of the ship." They ran through corridors that were now flashing with red light. More explosions rocked the ship. They reached a large circular room at the center of the vessel. Inside were columns of swirling energy and control panels covered with alien symbols. "The ship is sending distress signals to the fleet," Princess Zara said, checking one of the panels. "We have minutes before my mother orders an attack on your world." Outside the ship, soldiers in black uniforms had breached the hull. Senator Crawford stepped through the smoking hole they had created, Agent Bell at his side. "Find the archive." "Room," Crawford ordered. "Take everything." Back in the core chamber, Princess Zara worked frantically at the controls. "There is one way to stop this." The diplomatic failsafes. If I can activate them before the fleet attacks. What do you need? Lily asked. Your genetic signature. Your blood. As the foster bloodline. Lily didn't hesitate. Do it. Princess Zara pressed a crystal into Lily's palm. It stung, drawing a small amount of blood. The crystal turned red, then began to glow with blue light. Princess Zara placed it into a slot on the main control panel. Now my blood must join with yours, she said, pressing her own palm against another crystal. Her blood was silver, not red. When she placed this second crystal next to the first, both began to pulse with light in the same rhythm. Is it working? Lily asked. The union is recognized, Princess Zara confirmed. By the laws of the hegemony, our houses are now joined. The diplomatic protocols are activating. Throughout the ship, the red alarm lights changed to blue. The sound of fighting could be heard as the alien guards engaged with the human soldiers. Meanwhile, in orbit around the moon, the alien fleet had detected the attack. Weapons powered up as the Empress received word that her daughter's ship was under assault. Prepare planetary bombardment, Empress Talitha ordered from her throne on the flagship. Target their military centers first. But then an alert appeared before her. The signal showed that Princess Zara had activated the Royal Union protocols. A marriage had been registered. Hold fire, the Empress commanded, surprised. Confirm that signal. Back on Earth, Senator Crawford and his team had fought their way deep into the alien ship. They had reached the archive room and were removing containers and data crystals. This will change everything, Crawford said, examining a glowing vial. With this technology, humanity will control its own destiny among the stars. But as one of his soldiers mishandled a container, it cracked. Silvery liquid spilled out, covering the man's hand. He screamed as his skin began to change, taking on the opalescent quality of the aliens. The transformation spread up his arm. Containment breach, a scientist shouted. The samples are reacting to human biology. Crawford backed away. Seal it. Off. Take what we have and retreat. Alarms blared throughout the ship. But they were different now. Not warning alarms, but notification signals. The archives had special protections, and tampering with them had triggered automatic responses. In the core chamber, Princess Zara saw the alerts appear on her screens. The archives. They've breached containment on biological samples that were never meant to interact with human physiology. What will happen? Lily asked. The samples are tailored to my species. For humans, the effects are unpredictable, potentially catastrophic. Princess Zara's hands moved rapidly over the controls. I must try to contain it before it spreads. They left the core chamber and raced toward the archive room. Along the way, they passed injured guards from both sides of the fight. When they reached the archives, they found Crawford and his team in retreat, carrying stolen technology. Several of his soldiers were changing, their bodies twisting as alien biology rewrote their DNA. Stop, Princess Zara commanded. Her voice had taken on a resonant quality that made the air vibrate. Return what you have taken. You don't understand what you're dealing with. Crawford turned, his face pale but determined. Humanity will not bow to alien authority, he said. With your technology, we'll forge our own destiny among the stars. Lily stepped forward. Senator Crawford, please listen. You're going to start a war we can't win. Those warships in orbit could destroy our cities in minutes. Surrender the archives, Princess Zara demanded, or face the consequences. At that moment, Agent Bell appeared with more soldiers. She looked from Crawford to Lily and Princess Zara, clearly torn. Agent Bell, Lily said. You know this is wrong. Help us stop this before it's too late. Bell hesitated, then raised her weapon, pointing it at Senator Crawford. Senator, I think we should reconsider this operation. Crawford's face darkened with anger. You're making a big mistake, Bell. Before anyone could react further, one of the damaged archive containers exploded. Silver mist filled the corridor. Everyone froze as the alien material drifted around them. Don't breathe it in, Princess Zara warned. It contains nanites designed for my species. She grabbed Lily's hand. We have to get to the containment controls. Now! They ran back toward the core chamber as chaos erupted behind them. Some of Crawford's team began to change, their bodies responding unpredictably to the alien biology. Others fled in panic. In the core chamber, Princess Zara accessed emergency systems. The diplomatic union we registered is still active. It gives me options I wouldn't otherwise have. She looked at Lily with all three eyes. Do you trust me, Lily Foster? Lily nodded, without hesitation. Yes. In space, the warships of the celestial hegemony moved into attack positions. Their massive hulls glowed with energy as weapons systems powered up. On Earth, military bases detected the movement and went on high alert. Fighter jets scrambled, and missile defense systems activated. Empress Talitha stood on the bridge of her flagship, her face stern as she watched the tactical displays. The signals from her daughter's ship were confusing. First an attack alert, then a diplomatic union, registration, and now containment breach warnings. Prepare a targeted strike, she ordered. The humans have violated diplomatic protocol by attacking a royal vessel. Her advisors moved to obey, but then one of them called out, Empress, we're receiving a new transmission from the princess. Back on Earth, Princess Zara worked frantically at the ship's controls. She had connected the core systems to every communication device on the planet. Television screens, computers, phones, all suddenly displayed the same image. Lily and Princess Zara standing together in the ship's core chamber. People of Earth and citizens of the celestial hegemony, Lily spoke, her voice carried by alien technology to everyone who could hear. I am Lily Foster, descendant of Eleanor Foster. I have formally accepted the hand of Princess Zara Kavash in marriage and alliance. Princess Zara continued. By the ancient laws of my people, this union now protects both our worlds. The pact is fulfilled. Any further aggression would violate our most sacred traditions. In the White House, the president and her advisors watched the broadcast in stunned silence. On military bases around the world, soldiers lowered their weapons in confusion. In homes and on streets, ordinary people looked up at screens showing a human woman and an alien princess joined in what appeared to be a marriage announcement. In orbit, Empress Talitha received the transmission. Her stern expression softened, slightly. Verify the union registration, she ordered. A moment later, an advisor confirmed. The genetic signatures match. Princess Zara and Lily Foster are legally joined under hegemony law. The Empress was silent for a long moment. Then she nodded. Stand down weapons systems. Send word to the princess that I wish to speak with her and her consort. On Lily's farm, Senator Crawford was taken into custody by military police. General Winters personally placed him in handcuffs. You've committed treason, she told him, coldly. You nearly started an interstellar war. Agent Bell helped to secure the stolen alien technology. We need containment teams, she told General Winters. Some of the archive materials have affected several soldiers. They're changing in ways we don't understand. Inside the alien ship, Princess Zara led a team of her own people in containing the biological contamination. The affected human soldiers were placed in stasis fields until the effects could be studied and hopefully reversed. Lily watched it all with a sense of unreality. Just days ago, she had been a normal woman living alone on her family farm. Now she was legally married to an alien princess and had possibly helped prevent a war between worlds. What happens now? She asked Princess Zara when they finally had a moment alone. Now we begin the hard work of building a true alliance, the princess replied. My mother wishes to speak with us both. She's sending a delegation to Earth to meet with your world leaders. And us, our marriage? Princess Zara's three eyes focused on Lily. That is up to you. By my people's laws we are joined, but I would not hold you to an arrangement made in crisis if that is not what you wish. Lily thought about it. There was something about Princess Zara that fascinated her. The alien was so different, yet Lily felt a connection to her that was hard to explain. I think I'd like to see where this goes, Lily said carefully. Not just for political reasons, Princess Zara's face showed what Lily now recognized as a smile. I would like that too. 3 months later, a formal delegation from Earth traveled to Princess Zara's homeworld. Lily was among them, now serving as Earth's first ambassador to the celestial hegemony. The human visitors stood in awe as they emerged from their ship. The world before them was unlike anything they had imagined. Floating crystal cities hung in the clouds above a vast ocean. The sky was painted in shades of purple and blue, and 3 moons were visible even in daylight. Princess Zara waited to greet them, dressed in formal royal attire. At her side stood her mother, Empress Talitha. The Empress was taller than her daughter, with 4 eyes instead of 3, and skin that shimmered with more intense colors. "Welcome to Celestis Prime," Princess Zara said to the human delegation. "My home." The Empress stepped forward to greet Lily personally. "So you are the human who has joined our royal house," she said, her voice deeper and more resonant than her daughter's. "Your ancestor Eleanor made quite an impression on my mother." "I hope I can live up to her example," Lily replied. The Empress studied her with all 4 eyes. "You already have. It takes courage to stand between 2 worlds as you did." The human delegation was led into the central crystal palace for formal talks. Scientists from both species began cautious exchanges of knowledge. Earth representatives were amazed by alien medicine and energy technology, while hegemony scholars were fascinated by human art, music, and literature. "They're so creative," one alien scientist told Princess Zara. "Their minds work in ways ours do not. This alliance could benefit us as much as them." Not everything went smoothly. Some humans feared and distrusted the aliens. Some members of the hegemony believed humans were too violent and unpredictable to be true allies. But the foundation had been laid for something that could grow over time. One evening, Lily stood on a balcony overlooking the alien city. The lights from below reflected in the clouds, creating a sea of stars beneath her feet as well as above. Princess Zara joined her, dressed now in simpler clothing. "Do you regret it?" the princess asked. "Leaving your farm, your world?" Lily shook her head. "I miss it sometimes. But this is bigger than me or my farm, and I'm learning so much here." Over the past months, Lily had begun to understand Princess Zara's people better. She had learned some of their language, studied their history, and even started to distinguish the subtle expressions on their alien faces. In turn, Princess Zara had become more familiar with human customs and emotions. "My mother was right about you," Princess Zara said. "What do you mean?" "When she chose me for this mission, she told me that the foster line had qualities that would complement our own. She said I would find not just a political ally, but a true partner." Lily smiled. "Your mother seems very wise." "She is. Though I would never tell her I said so," Princess Zara replied with what Lily now recognized as humor. Back on Earth, the first cultural exchanges were beginning. Alien art was displayed in human museums. Human music was studied by alien composers. A few brave human tourists prepared for visits to alien worlds, while alien scholars arrived on Earth to learn firsthand about humanity. There were problems to solve and challenges to overcome. The soldiers affected by the archive materials were slowly being healed with help from hegemony medical technology. Senator Crawford and his conspirators faced trial for their actions. Some religious and political groups protested against the alien presence. But step by step, 2 very different civilizations began the complicated process of getting to know each other. 6 months after Princess Zara's arrival on her farm, Lily returned to Montana for a brief visit. The wheat fields had been harvested by neighbors in her absence. Her house stood just as she had left it. Princess Zara accompanied her, curious to see the farm in a different season. They walked together through the empty fields as the sun set. "It all started here," Lily said. "When you landed in my wheat field and nearly gave you a heart attack," Princess Zara added with a laugh. She had become much better at understanding human expressions and jokes. "Did you ever imagine it would turn out like this?" Lily asked. "When your mother sent you to marry a human?" Princess Zara looked up at the first stars appearing in the evening sky. My mother always taught me that diplomatic missions rarely go exactly as planned. The key is to adapt, to find opportunity in the unexpected. That's pretty good advice for marriage, too, Lily said. Princess Zara took Lily's hand in her six-fingered one. They had grown comfortable with such gestures over the months. Among my people there is a saying, "The stars guide our ships, but we choose our path among them." What does that mean? Lily asked. It means that destiny may bring us together, but what we build from that meeting is our own creation. Princess. Zara's three eyes met Lily's two. My mother sent me to marry you, human, but I choose to stay because of who you are. Above them, the stars multiplied as darkness fell. Somewhere up there, ships traveled between worlds that had once been strangers to each other. Two civilizations that might have met in war were instead meeting in peace. And on a small farm in Montana, a human woman and an alien princess watched the night sky together, their unlikely union a bridge between worlds.